In this video, join me for a full tour of one of West Africa's most colorful and chaotic capital cities. Here on the shores of the Gold Coast, history collides with modernity in a rich display of Ghanaian culture. So grab your popcorn and come along with me to explore the capital's crumbling old town, sample some of the best coffee in Africa, and admire its many grand monuments as we continue along on this journey from Morocco to the Nigerian border. Welcome to Accra, Ghana. So sitting down to a pretty hearty breakfast here at the Frankie's hotel / restaurant. So you get full breakfast in the restaurant, and I ordered the American version because I kind of miss home. So there's that. Looks really good. Given that I travel alone for much of the year, I often find myself trapped in my own thoughts with no one around to unload what's on my mind. For me, sometimes all I need is someone to connect with, who will help me see things from a new perspective. That's why I've partnered with BetterHelp, who are on a mission to connect you with credentialed therapists who you can meet with from the comfort of your device from anywhere with an internet connection. Even my creative director has found BetterHelp useful.
To be honest, I've never really known where to start when it comes to pursuing therapy, but with BetterHelp, I simply filled out a questionnaire and was matched with the right therapist right away. I appreciated how intentional the process was in ensuring that my therapist was the right match for my needs. And I had the peace of knowing that if it wasn't a good fit, I could easily switch therapists with no hard feelings. All in all, BetterHelp has been a convenient and comfortable way to get support that is personalized to my specific needs.
And with over 7,000 reviews and a 4.3 rating on Trustpilot, BetterHelp is clearly a platform you can trust. Click the link in the description below or go to betterhelp.com/DrifterDave to get 10% off your first month of therapy. With BetterHelp, taking care of your mental health is just a click away. So I've made it down here to Independence Square, and right at the center here is this very famous landmark here in Accra and Ghana in general, the Independence Arch. You can see 1957, independence from Britain, freedom and justice, topped with the symbol of Ghana, the Black Star. On the other side here is the Black Star Square, which is a major concert venue, celebration venue. They have their Independence Day ceremony right here in this massive city square with plenty of seating on all sides, as you can see. There's a lot of touts and hustlers around though, so I'm not going to linger here too long. They kind of ruin the fun, I guess, in some ways. Nice enough people, they're just trying to make a living. In any case, I'm going to continue my way to Jamestown soon here, the oldest part of Accra, where basically the British once had their fort, and there's a lighthouse down there and other things. So the most historic part of the city. It's about a 15-minute drive, so it shouldn't take too long to get down there. Got about 2 hours left before I have to head out of town. So wow, very short, rushed trip here in Ghana, but I hope you're enjoying the ride. I made it down here to Jamestown, and this is the oldest part of Accra. So this is kind of where the colonial settlement, the colony, set up. So this is the Jamestown Lighthouse. And as you can see, 1930s, it was built during the British colonial era. So you can see the white and red striped design. I don't know if it's still in operation. I think it might be defunct by now, but pretty outstanding building. This place though, Jamestown, is kind of a slum here in Accra. So you should not go out on your own in terms of sightseeing. My driver was telling me that a lot of people get mugged here, robbed of their stuff. So you do have to be really careful here. It does have some pretty cool historical sites. for me, I've decided to hire my Uber driver to wait for me here while I take a look around. Looks like someone is getting in a scuff over there. Massive street fight. I don't know what's going on there. Oh boy, definitely a dangerous part of town, eh? But some interesting historical sites nonetheless. Probably not a place you want to linger too long though. Definitely a rough part of town. All right. We are driving through the slums here in Jamestown. This is, I guess, the most ghetto part of Accra?
It's west part of Accra.
This is the worst.
I'm telling you.
Oh, okay. So good to know. That's why we're closing the window, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So this is the slums of Accra. Unfortunately, it's also one of the major tourist centers. So if you want to see everything here in Accra, you have to come down here. Kind of unavoidable. But make sure you hire a guide or do what I'm doing and hire my Uber driver to keep the meter running while I sightsee. Because it's a lot safer than me getting out and risk getting, you know, my camera jacked or whatever else. So we're just gonna curl around here to see the James Fort. Got some artwork here too. Some murals. All right, my last stop here in Jamestown is this right here, the Ussher Fort, which was built by the British, I believe, in 1839. So gateway was rebuilt in 1924. It's another example of colonial military architecture from the British era, and it's right here again in Jamestown. It's a pretty big building, stretches on through Jamestown. You can see all the slums on this side here. Really rough part of town, so again, please don't go without a guide. It's really not safe. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, so kind of included in the same UNESCO site as the Cape Coast Castle, everything else. Massive military structure. A little baby goat hanging out, just a random baby goat here. That is the other side here, the Ussher Fort. It looks like they have a little fishing harbor down there. Old Jamestown Harbour right here. So this is kind of where the colonial settlement was based, so where the colonist ships would have been docked back in the day. Now it looks like it's primarily for tourism. Yeah, it's pretty nice, eh? Wow, nice view. So the beach is a little bit dirty, but I think they use it mostly for fishing, yeah? It's not really for relaxing, I don't think, eh?
Yeah, they have a relaxing place.
But further away. Yeah, this is all fish. Yeah, you wouldn't want to swim here, but pretty cool fishing harbor. Really cool to see the local culture here. Fishers coming in. Looks like maybe market stalls. Are these all market stalls? Are they selling the fish here? Yeah, cleaning them up. Very cool. Mostly sardines, eh? It looks like. Yeah, wow. Very cool. So we just came from down there where the boats are, and really amazing views over here of this rocky coastline on the Gulf of Guinea. That's looking down towards the other end of Accra. Pretty beautiful coastline. Pretty nice here, hey? What's this beach area called, you know?
It's Osikan.
Osikan Beach. Wow. Pretty beautiful coastline, eh? Wow. So I don't know why I didn't expect to see igneous volcanic rock here, but this is all lava, you can tell. Pretty crazy. There used to be a volcano here at some point. A lot of pockets of erosion here. Wow, very cool. It's a bit rough footing here, but not too bad. Really important to wear boots in Africa, always. Closed toe boots with a lot of grip. Almost there. So I think this will cost about 10 to 15 Canadian once I'm all done, but really cheap for a tour. Slowly making our way up here. It's nice that it's this volcanic rock. There's a lot of footholds, so it's pretty easy to climb. I got it. Wow. Pretty nice, eh? And there's the view of Jamestown Harbour. Nice spot. You know this place.
Yeah?
You know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. Really nice views. Beautiful coastline here in Accra. So it looks like there is an old British fortification right here. Bunker, looks like. Definitely a nice part of the city. As rough as it is, make sure you have a guide. I assume no responsibility if you decide to go down here alone. It is definitely rough. I saw fist fights right in front of me, so my guide said if I was alone, they would definitely have stolen everything by now. So do not come down here alone. Jamestown is off limits for solo tourists. Now the hard part is getting down. You It's easy to get up, but a little bit harder to get down. So I gotta put the camera away for a second here, I think. I'm an old man.
How old are you?
41.
41.
Yeah. Getting older. Okay, rush, rush, rush. Wave is coming. Okay, we did it. All right, we're heading back to the Uber and heading out of Jamestown, but pretty cool to see the fishing harbor here. Feel the ocean. So again, this place is Osikan Beach, right here at the Osikan restaurant. All right, I'm so sweaty. I'm gonna head to the Jamestown Coffee Company now, which is the top cafe here in Accra, to try that out. And that's only about a 20-minute walk from the hotel. So that'll be my last sightseeing stop here in the city, and then off to Aflao on the Togo border for my exit today. So pretty packed day, but thankful to my Uber driver for giving me a pretty good tour here of the Jamestown area. He saved the day, because otherwise there's no way I would have been able to see everything. It's a little bit too dangerous down there.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So we are looking for the Jamestown Coffee Company, and it's pretty easy to spot. You just have to look for the crowd of white people. All right, I made it down here to the Jamestown Coffee Warehouse, and this is the best cafe in the city, allegedly, so gonna go try it out. Ooh, pretty nice space. A lot of room in here. Definitely an inviting little cafe, so I have enough time here for basically one drink, and then I gotta head out. It's about noon now, so I gotta check out of the hotel. But pretty nice cafe right here in the Osu district of Accra. So it's a little bit off to the east side, just north of the Lome Beach. This is the most serious coffee roastery here in Accra, so check this place out if you're in the capital. And the menu has arrived. They have a lot of different options to eat. One thing though is inflation really has hit Ghana. On Google Maps, I saw an old menu from a year ago, like 2 years ago, and both of them are about 12 CDs, or about $1.20 for a latte, and now it's up to 40. So I wonder if it's just demand or inflation. I don't know. A lot more expensive than I was thinking it would be. Nice to see a real cafe here in Accra. All right, my cappuccino has arrived. Hopefully it's pretty good. 35 cedis, so $3.50 Canadian, or about $2.75 US. We'll give this a shot. Cheers. That is a full-bodied cup of coffee. That is so bold. Wow. Intensely flavorful coffee. Almost as good as you find in Ethiopia. Really powerful, bold flavors in that. So really good if you like bold lattes. I'm highly impressed, so cheers. All right, pretty good coffee there, and just called the Uber, so gonna head to ShopRite for a few minutes, then I gotta head out of town. I'm gonna get myself some lunch here. Just figured it's convenient, and I know that it's safe to eat. Really hard to find any food here as a nut allergy sufferer, so I know what I can get here at least. Stock up on a few things for the road. I got exactly 5 hours, 30 minutes to be out of the country, so I'm under the wire now. All right, got myself some jollof rice. Really cheap water. It's the first country I've ever been where water is 10 cents a bottle. That's nuts. But in any case, I'm gonna miss Ghana a lot. I hope Togo and Benin are as cheap. Something tells me they're gonna be a bit more expensive being SIFA countries, but yeah, loading up at least on dinner and some drinks and some deodorant. I ran out, so want to smell fresh. All right, saying goodbye to Frankie's hotel. Time to check out. All right, it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I literally have 5 hours until I overstay my time in this country. It takes 3 to 4 hours to reach the border, giving me about an hour buffer. Now, they won't make the trip to the border if they're gonna get there after it closes. I gotta get down to this terminal. It's kind of on the highway outside of town. This is gonna be interesting, and I definitely am pushing the wire now. I gotta get out of town. Wish me luck, let's go. All right, getting a car to take me out to the Aflao station. It's about 40 minutes away. It's really far out of town. It's about an $8 cab ride, but no other choice. It's the fastest way, at least. So it's definitely a rush. I got to get to the station here by about 2 o'clock. In the meantime, I didn't have a chance to sit down and drink this properly, but enjoying a Club Premium Ghanaian lager right here as we drive to the station about 30 kilometers out of town. So it's getting warm. I better drink it. It's not bad. It's just getting warm, so it could be better. It's still, you know, moderately refreshing at least. Cheers. All right, we're U-turning here to get to the Aflao station. We're at the kind of eastern outskirts of Accra right now. Next up, we'll be getting a van out to Aflao. As you can see on the road sign here, it's 160 kilometers to the Togo border. All right, I'm here at the Aflao station. Got myself a minibus. Just waiting for about 3 more people, but I got the front seat again, so at least we'll be at the border in about 3 hours. Chaotic though, so many people trying to get your business here, but I'm gonna go with the Ford van. They're a lot cheaper, about half the price of a car, so I figured I'd just do this. They say it'll fill up within 10 minutes. I am holding them to that, so if they don't fill this up by 2:15, I'm taking my money back. I'm gonna go get a car and kind of just cough it up to rushing, I guess. I am under the wire now. I got literally 4 hours to be out of this country, and it's a 3-hour ride. I just bought myself a donut also from this vendor right here. So they have these Ghanaian donuts here, which are really cool. So these things are massive, as you can see. Huge donuts. And these were pretty inexpensive, like 20 cents a piece Canadian, so not bad, but Ghanaian street food. Hopefully this thing fills up soon so we can get on our way. Man of his word, so I said 2:15 p.m. this thing better be full, and he made it happen. So we're on our way to Togo.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
You got to talk about 2.5 to 3 hours.
I hope so.
We'll be there very soon, okay?
I hope so, I hope so, I hope so, okay. All right, we are on the road heading east towards the Togo border. About 3 hours in theory, depending on traffic. So I got exactly 3.5 hours or so to cross the border. So gotta get close, but we should be okay. It's I'm gonna dig into this Ussher route, it's called. It's basically a yeast donut. Not quite half the size of my hand, but pretty substantial size. It's not bad. Definitely would fill you up in a hurry. It's just oil and flour, so fewer calories right here. Well, welcome to the little town of Sogakope, or Sogakope. I don't know how to pronounce this place, but we are just stopped here on the side of the highway. It's about 4:20 p.m. So we got about, I'm gonna say 70 kilometers. So hopefully we get there on time. This visa is rapidly running out. In any case, I think we'll make it. He's making pretty good time. Depends how long this rest stop is. If it is by the rule, it's 48 hours. 6 p.m. is the deadline, so it is what it is. Hitting the road again. So it's just about 6 p.m. and we are arriving here in Aflao on the Togo border. So the big city of Lome is just over the border there. So a little bit of drama at the border, but just made it into Togo. So essentially the 10,000 for a 7-day visa, they won't budge on it. They don't offer it anymore. So essentially my hands were tied. I had to pay 35,000 for a multiple entry or nothing. So kind of in a foul mood because of that. It's like 75 Canadian versus 20, what I was expecting. Par for the course though, traveling here in West Africa. Kind of usual border challenges. So in any case, in Togo and heading to Togo. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to click the bell icon to be notified when new episodes are posted. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.